Dan Illman, Mike Beer, the feature race at Woodbine on Sunday is the Victoria Stakes for 2-year-old sprinters. They're going 5.5 furlongs on the Tapeta surface. $125,000 is the purse. Let's take a look at this field, and there are a couple of speedy maiden winners back in the Victoria, including the number one, Velocitor, a blowout winner going 5/8 of a mile 17 days ago. Very impressive performance visually, and it came back fast, an 81 buyer.
Yeah, he did run really well in that race. That was his second start, Dan, and he obviously took a pretty big step forward from start one to start two. I think he's going to be tough in here, but there were a couple of horses that broke their maidens on debut that both ran really well, and they're back in here as well.
Break from the gate's going to be key in this race. We'll throw up the Timeform US pace projector. They believe that the 5 Poulan in OT is a little faster than Velocitor, but it's worth noting that Velocitor actually beat the gate last time out. He was real quick out of there, while the 5 Poulan in OT was kind of a beat slow and a little bit lucky to be able to split horses to get to the front. If Poulan in OT is off a half beat slow, I'm expecting Velocitor to be on the lead.
Yeah, that's you're 100% right about that, Dan. It's a very good point when you're looking at the race that the number 5 ran first time out, because he wasn't sharp from the gate, but he was really fast after that.
Velocitor, the number one, third-time starter by More Spirit, a promising young stallion. This is a horse, again, got experience in his career debut, himself running against a runaway winner, and then he just made everybody pay in the race. I'll show you right now. Good speed right from the break. Opens up, turning into the stretch while coming a little bit off the rail. Hops leads a couple of times in the stretch, but no issues. He won as he pleased.
Yeah, it was a really impressive performance. Obviously, a better start from the gate for this horse. He did, we're just picking up in the stretch when he's running away from this field, Dan, but he did contest the pace early in here before he put that rival away. He was just really impressive winning. He also ran, really well first time out with a lot of trouble early in the race. He was never going to beat that horse that won it, who was an odds-on favorite. But this horse had trouble early in that race, and he had no trouble at all last time.
Number 2 is a maiden taking on winners, Kako Kaipu, a horse that might hope for a little bit of pace up front. Well, watch his last race. He showed speed going 3/4, but this one is on the turf, a maiden special weight, and he's right in the thick of things, turning into the stretch. He didn't exactly go very fast. The opening quarter, 23-2, and the gray is going to hold on for second at a big price, but this is a big ask, stepping up against some promising winners.
Yeah, I mean, I think this horse has actually run pretty well in each of his last 2 starts. He ran fine in here on the turf, 2 back, when he, just had to chase Battle Strike and really couldn't get to that horse. All in all, I thought that was a good performance too. So we'll see what happens here. He's obviously a maiden on the way in. I would definitely like him in a maiden race if that's where they were running him.
The 3 Battle Strike. I wonder if he's the horse with the most long-term potential of any in this field, the son of Connect, trained by Mark Cassie. And he's certainly a contender in this race as well off of the debut. Let's watch that performance. 5/8 of a mile on June the 12th. He showed good speed. He went right to the lead, and Battle Strike was able to win very, very comfortably. Won by about, 6 1/4 lengths with a 65 buyer speed figure. The buyer needs to improve, but I'm not taking 2-year-old buyers too seriously this time of the year, Mike. They can improve by leaps and bounds from race to race.
Absolutely. I agree with that. This horse ran fine first time out, part of a group of horses that went forward early, and then he just asserted himself around the turn, opened up on that field. I liked the way that he finished it off. I suspect he's going to be pretty tough in this race. Then he looks like he has some talent.
Won that race from on the lead, likely going to have to sit just off it, but should be in the thick of things when they turn for home. Uncle Jock, the number 4, has winning experience over the Tapeta service. He scored at Presque Isle Downs last time out against fellow Pennsylvania breds. He did it in speedy fashion. His buyer of 49 is really light, however. He's going to need a true jump up if he's going to contend stepping up into the stakes ranks.
Yeah, true enough. I mean, he's another one who's run okay in both of his starts, and he did take a step forward from start 1 to start 2, which you'll often see with these younger horses. The problem for him is he's got to improve again, Dan. This is not an easy spot.
Poulan in OT, shot and scored in his career debut, a maiden optional claimer. Only 4.5 furlongs. He'll have to stretch out a furlong here, but let's watch that stretch run. He was off a beat slow, rushed up in between horses to make the lead, and was just too good for this field, and the buyer came back well. 76 buyer speed figure, draws outside the other speed, which gives Luis Contreras some options. I think he's going to be forwardly placed with an alert break, and it'll be interesting to see how he handles tougher competition.
Yeah, it will be. Based on this race, he might be able to handle it, Dan. He ran really well in here, overcoming a bit of a slow start. You'll note that the horse that chased him home there was, a very heavy favorite who already had a race. And this horse just gave that horse no chance in the stretch there. This horse ran really, really well breaking his maiden.
Mikey Bananas, the number 6, is a son of Constitution, shipping up from the States. He ran at Presque Isle over the Tapeta surface for a very underrated trainer of 2-year-olds. Tim Ham does an excellent job with these horses, and Mikey Bananas ran well in his debut, and he backed that up with an improved performance second time out.
Yeah, he did. I liked his debut. He could only chase his winning stablemate there, but I thought he actually ran really well and was very game to the finish in that race. And he just won very easily last time. No trouble making the lead. You know, I wasn't blown away by that win, Dan. I did think that he ran pretty well, though, and I like that he's drawn outside in this race.
Before we get to our top selections, please click the subscribe button on the Daily Racing Form YouTube channel for all the latest DRFTV video offerings. We go to our top selections. Mike, you're going to Velocitor. So visually impressive. Got the fig. He's the horse to beat.
Yeah, I think he is too. I just liked his last race quite a bit. And again, I thought he ran a deceptively good race on debut as well. So this horse looks like he has a good amount of talent. And I like that he already has 2 starts where some of his main rivals do not.
I think he's very dangerous. I think Battle Strike is very dangerous. I wonder if Poulan and OT might be the 3rd choice in this race, even with the 76 buyer on display as he's stepping up out of the maiden optionals, and he should be close when they turn for home. Slight stab with the 5 Poulan in OT. Mike's going Velocitor, however, in the $125,000 Victoria at Woodbine. Good luck.